guess we are back once again. I still don't really know what I'm doing. Maybe we'll grill some more hospital staff or something. I looked up some of the buttons and stuff again between last time and this one time, and hopefully I will actually remember them this time. Hopefully. Also did some homework on some weapon stuff, and maybe we can fix some of that too. For if we run into something scary again. Alright, so... Oopsie. See, I'm already screwing up buttons. That's good. Good sign, good sign. Wanna go here. And we picked this up yesterday. Look at that. Oh, okay. Apparently we have another thing. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Can we do this? We can't. Not yet. Okay, we need some more junk. We'll find that later. Stuff there. Okay. I don't think we really explored this. I don't want to wake up. Hello? You're still covered in the same kind of blood spatter you were yesterday.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
That sounds
a crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
missed something else over here. What's this? Oops. Okay. And of course my controller chooses now to start dying. Let me just deal with that real quick. Ah, timing. Okay. Alright, I have no idea what that piece of paper said because I clicked on it and clicked out of it too fast. But I'm thinking we can probably go harass that there critter if we can find him again. There goes my phone. Where are we going again? I am so lost. This is great. Ah, there he is.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Alright then. Oh, apparently I screwed that up from the looks of it.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Alright, let's see if we can find this morgue place, I guess. Creepy crawlies up here. Is it? No?
I'm sorry you ended up on Playin Vampyre medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation.
Whoop, there's something over here. We got grease and a screw. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Behind the hospital. Oh, look at that. We're right near. I wonder if this is the door. No. It doesn't open. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's kind of ominous. We got a loading screen. Ow. This looks fun. Glass vials. Seeing random heartbeat thingies. There's an air compressor going on outside behind me. Okay. Apparently that was a way out. Oopsie. Well, I guess we're gonna have to put up with another loading screen after this, 'cause I'm a derp. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Well, I guess we're going back in here. Doo-doo. This is the door we came in. Oh, okay. Glass vials. Oh. Okay. He thinks there's dead things upstairs. Dead-ish things, I should say. So there's this random thing that is blocked. Well, I guess I can see why this place was abandoned. I feel like I would probably ditch it too if it was got this screwed up. And go upstairs. Oh good, there's a skull over there. I guess we should murderize him. Do you have any buttons? Oh, no target. The blood's body. Okay.
treated William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Cigarette case? Oh, there we go. We got some stuff. Some monies. That's a random locked door. How about this door? It's just there for decoration. Good, good. That's super not helpful at all. Nothing spooky in here. Bottle of alcohol. That's good. Okay.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Oh, there we go. That's handy. Don't want to scoot around too quick. Oh. Oh. Okay. Aren't you annoying? Where the hell did you come from? Alright. Figured out how to repair myself a little bit. Bullets and shotgun shells. I feel like we're just gonna hang on to those forever. Until my hacky slash doesn't work anymore. That's still locked. Oh. Look at that, there's an extra blob of blood over here now. What happened there? That's probably where our other friend came from. Sneaky heckin' cupcake. Oh.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Alright. Make sure we didn't miss anything out here. That's good. I think we got everything in here. Alright, time to carry on, I guess. Might as well see what's upstairs. Hello? Anybody home? Okay. Well, I guess to the basement we go, because there's not look like. Oop! Motherfucker. Don't like that. Where'd you go, you heckin' potato? It done poofed. Quite literally. Nothing around there. Hopefully not get. Ooh. Okay. Sneaky little. Done disappeared. Okay.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, more pew pew stuff. That'll friggin' learn me. Alright. I'm gonna assume that's our glowy-eyed friend by the door over there. Oh. Okay. Something over here. We got a Chinese menu thingy going on? Okay. Samuel Connor. Fast progressing in pneumonia from Spanish flu. Dr. Tippett and there's Brannigan. Alright.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Interesting.
It's locked.
Interesting. check out that thingamajig we picked up, shall we? This tin knife. Interesting. I see. We'll stick to the interesting stun for now. Skull on the other side of the door of this door, so what's on the other side of this door? Diddly heck all, huh? That door? Okay. There's something squealing. I hear you, but I don't see you. Oh, good. Dodge right into that one. Okay. No. Bad puppy.
Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Poop up there. Oh. Staircases. Yeah. Barricaded. Alright. Pooping it is, I guess. I guess we didn't really look around and make sure we looted all the junk down here. Just do that real quick before we head up there. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh.
Sodium hypochlorite.
We almost missed something.
Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Interesting. We found a thing. What do we get? Huh. Okay. Sodium chloride? Okay. Oh, good. There's still something screaming around. Whatever. Probably find them on our way back. Oop. And here it comes. Yep, let's go. Might as well work up that willpower. Okay, thanks, bye. Stop. I'm gonna watch. There's that lovely air compressor again. I wonder if there's some more skulls that popped up upstairs. It's not. Alright. Well, onwards and dirtboards, as it were. Isn't there another way out? Let's take the other way out. Just to see what goes that way. Just for the hell of it. There goes my phone again. Loading screen. Hold on. Make sure the stupid skull over here is still dead. Okay, so they didn't come back now. Cool freaking beans. Alright. I like taking wrong. Oh, hi, boss. Small bottle. Okay. Well, another person. We haven't talked to that person. Hi, person. Oh, she's behind the tent. Okay. Inside behind the tent. What? Oh.
I cannot enter.
There again.
Another person waiting. Cool. What's that?
Falling apart. But in the circumstance.
Oh, sweet girl.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
I know I can count. I wish I could say the same for the other.
Exhausted.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Oh, that reminds me. We were gonna
Good
talk
evening,
to
Dr.
this guy.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Okay.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Okay. Where in the heck? Oh.
Finally, you've
you?
returned, Doctor.
Good grief.
Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Interesting, interesting.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Good evening, sir.
Alright.
Doctor.
Hi, lady.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Nothing there. Nothing there.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Around the door. Oop. Okay. It's not a hint game? Oh, he's going out there.
But the suffering continues. Help me! Help me!
Damn.
It's locked, all right.
It's here again.
Where was this Caesar again? Probably up here somewhere. Office? Oh. What's she doing?
Please, Jonathan,
Okay.
come in.
I found you.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
We'll play
It may
nice.
seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind.
Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
Stabby stab.
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Alright. Marker. Alright. One around. I think I saw that guy somewhere. Fat. Strickland and Orthopedic. Oh, just that whole Ackroyd and Strickland thing. Alright. I'll look more closely later. Undiscovered species. Like mythological. Well, no, it's not true. There's sure. Something or other. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Come on. Nothing else we can pick up and loot and stuff.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
Pester you.
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
Might as well bug him while we can into.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Let's see.
Where do we stand today?
Oh, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
It's a thing. Alright.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skull, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do Skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skull?
A Skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
How did you teleport?
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
They mess me up. What the hell? Stupid teleporting NPCs.
Nowadays.
Hi.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Hi again.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first.
God damn it.
Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient, or their family.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Alright, well, it was recommended to me that I split these off when they hit about an hour. So, we're gonna cut this video and start up a new one, I suppose. So, we will be back shortly.